What's up, guys? It's Frostbite 711, and today we are back with Dragon Age the Failguard. Sorry, I had to mute that. I'm a little late to start because I was doing some art. I didn't get to finish it, but I'm working on. I decided to come up with a new comic. I know I already have 2 in progress, but sometimes the brain just go burr, and you gotta let the brain go burr. So it's like the main character is is like the daughter of a dragon, so she's half dragon, half human. And it's like there's like a love triangle between her and the prince of her country, or at least of her mom's country, and an assassin who's sent to try to kill her because the country doesn't like dragons and fears her. The rulers, most of the rulers aside from the prince in the country, like hate and fear dragons, and he was kind of the same. Like maybe not hated, but he did fear them and was like cautious about them. Until Athena starts changing, and the main character, female lady, and he's like, "Oh no!" What quest did I have? Wrong button.
Antoine lent me a compound he's been developing for flaming arrows. He's curious about how it reacts in the Fade.
Well, this is going nowhere safe.
I thought I could test him at the lighthouse. Although, Evka had the same reaction as you.
Can't imagine why.
Father gave me an allowance and I barely use any. I could donate some.
Those missing buskers performed here. Let's see what we can find.
Let's be honest, some of the conversations Balara has, like with the, talking about Antoine and Evka, that probably, I feel like Rook should have had more content, or should have had a comment about that.
Wine. A lot of it.
Smells like Silent Plains Paquette. A regular order for Venatori.
They were here for a while, thinking, waiting for... what? Let's check outside, see where they went.
But, I was working on drawing the prince. I got his sketch, like his line art done, and I'm working on the colors. I got his skin tone, his eye color, and his hair color done.
Wine. Probably a cheap vintage. Not the same as the wine inside. I think the buskers drank out here. That's blood. Did one of the buskers get hurt? No busker would leave their instrument behind. Strings are broken. Somebody knocked this instrument around.
Singers can enjoy their view of the water before they drown in it. We'll empty the lookout soon enough.
All right. The Venatori are drinking inside. They have a signal for when the buskers finish. The buskers go outside for a drink. They're distracted. Then the Venatori ambush them and haul them away. So we don't know why yet. But we know where the buskers were taken. The lookout.
News from Neanderthal. What are you hearing about myself?
You set for work tomorrow?
Let's find those buskers. Stay ready, though. The Venatori are playing rough.
Curiosity isn't always a bad thing.
Another message. Still warm. Whoever was on watch just left. Dead. He's Venatori, not one of the buskers.
Stabbed in the back. Poorly. Someone wasn't sure of themselves.
Someone saw their chance and took it. We need to find the buskers. Empty. Where are they?
Feasted and feted at the garden. Enjoyed magnificent views of Minrathous while the dulcet tones of Lex Alos and his performers soothe away the...
A restaurant pamphlet. The garden. It mentions performers.
Carelessness or a trap? Maybe both.
We could approach the garden from the rooftops. That'll give us some cover. We still need to save the buskers, but if this is a trap, let's be smart about it.
People talk about Minrathous being a mage city. Magic everywhere. But then you see it.
I've been looking through the Great Library. I believe there are texts from old ruins. If I can get access to them...
You'd give them to us?
I can't promise I'll find them, you understand. But I know you lost much of your history when... well...
Thanks, Quillen. Rook, thanks again for your help with the Darkspawn.
Vesta, you're feeling better?
Yes, the Shadow Dragons took good care of me.
I'm the only Grey Warden not running around in Grey Warden clothes. I'm like, yeah, no! Well, probably her mom, too,
Old
but...
stories about the Dreadwolf, about Solus. Do you think they're all about him?
What do you mean?
Maybe most of them are his, but over time the truth shifts and there's been a lot of time. Sometimes it's convenient to pin a story on someone else, or take credit for another one.
Huh. He could have lied, or inspired other liars, I guess that fits, but it makes things even more confusing.
I don't know what's going on, but somebody's making a lot of noise in my apartment building. Like maybe drilling or something, or vacuuming. But they've been doing it for several hours now, so... I don't know what's going on.
You know, I did find something behind her desk. Something she missed. Or someone else did. I'm not sure it means anything, though.
What was it?
A scrap of vellum with the phrase vague distortion and a drawing of a cloak, maybe?
You won't dig further, will you?
What was she onto?
Not far from the garden. It's not a coincidence. Let's go in and see if there's any sign of what happened to the buskers.
Do 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 do.
Someone wasn't spending much on their wine.
I think two NPCs ran into each other and made a noise. How funny.
A drink to take your mind off the world's troubles.
What can I get you?
Have you seen any buskers from Dogtown today?
Huh. I heard those songbirds have gone missing.
The Venatori had plans. I set them straight.
We followed a lead here. So could the Venatori.
All right. They're below. Just make it quick before someone sees you.
Hello? Who goes there?
Are you the buskers? We're here to help.
So, are you a fellow felon?
Call me Rook. I've been looking for missing buskers.
Lex Aulos, street balladeer, and sworn enemy of the Venatori, apparently.
How did you piss them off?
Well, say I'd composed a catchy but searing satirical ballad with rhymes for vainglory and excretory. And then Tot said ballad to every performer in town.
That would do it.
Well, thanks to you and the owner's entirely legitimate seaway access, we live to compose another day. Perhaps it's time we take our act on the road. This city's a lot grimmer lately. Adieu, Rook. We'll sing your praises.
Do 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 do. Okay, come on. Where's that last ring? Oh, there it is. Do 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 do. Okay, apparently I have missives. Let's go and find this soon. Okay. We'll go take care of this champion.
Part 3 of your serial story. I found the author's notes.
Really? Thank you. How did it go?
The notes were in a false bottom drawer. The author had been framed for murder. And he might be the heir to the parlor's fortune.
So it was a caper.
It was a caper.
Careful, ahead.
Do-do-do-do. Okay, we don't have to deal with the undead.
Every one of these gets us a little farther.
Do-do-do. Spin, you spin my head right round, right round. When we go down, when we go down, down. You spin my head right round when we go down, when we go down, down. Her running is very chaotic. She can't spin in a straight circle. I had to wear opens out when I was stretching.
Solas's memories are...
Let's hope they lead somewhere.
They're dug in here. The Venatori must be after something nearby. Let's get it first.
Witness and destroy!
Take that.
Last shot. Company, get ready.
Hitting us from range.
Take out those crystals and we cut off the power they're channeling.
We'll see who ends this.
We match our skills!
Got us from a distance.
Jumping around. What the heck? That's too far for me to be able to...
Beat the odds there. Under fire! Watch it!
Here we go. Range.
Redouble your efforts!
Got us at range. We're under fire.
We bleed their strength!
We're getting good at this. Looks like we're doing this. Watch ahead.
The Venatori bleed you.
We're under fire. Look out!
There. The Venatori can't lock us out anymore.
Ranged incoming.
Seriously, I couldn't dodge because I was stuck in a cutscene.
Not too bad.
Did the Venatori build that?
Maybe from components they found here so they could seal up the doors.
stuck in the rock. Nice. Made it. Got him.
Obey and destroy!
Oh, is it time again? Great. Hitting us from range.
Got us at range. Watch it. I've got the setup. You do the rest.
Do-do-do. Huh, I just didn't notice those were snake heads.
Another of those Fen'Harel altars. That's another barrier down.
About to have a pop.
there. That's what the Venatori are after. Why were the Venatori after this statuette? Just being near it makes me feel... regret.
Come on. That was barely a jump.
Do you ever wonder what the fade smells like to a squirrel?
No.
That is a really random question, Balara.
We sail.
Stretchy stretch. All right. There's a blight boil and I wanted to get rid of it, but I guess I can't.
She asked how you were doing after your call.
Good. Yeah. Tell her I'm good.
She's around if you want to talk more.
Maybe. Yeah.
I knew that you would find me soon enough. You need the power of a god. The strength that I alone still carry.
The blighted Evanuris will soon break free from their prison. I must make a stronger one that can contain them.
While the prison is important, it is not the only goal you seek.
Why should I not tear down the veil and bring back immortality to all the Elven people? They deserve it.
The Elven people of today do not deserve to see the world they love be torn apart to salve your conscience.
I must fix what I have broken. I am sorry.
As am I, old friend.
Solus killed Mythal? After all that? Is this another memory from a different time?
No. He wore that same outfit in the Inquisition. We knew Solus woke up in this world without most of his power. Now we know how he got it back.
By killing the only other god around and stealing her power.
All that epic magic and godly power. In the end, it comes down to love and murder. Same as always.
All these memories are about Solus being sad that he was right and nobody else could see it. He was right about how becoming elves would lead to a war with the Titans, but Mythal wouldn't listen.
He was right that using the dagger on the Titans was evil, but Mythal wouldn't listen.
He was so proud when he imprisoned the other gods. Finally, he got to prove that he was right and they were wrong.
Then he wakes up in our time and finds out he was wrong. The elves have nothing. The Blight's a constant threat.
And Mythal's alive, somehow. But she still won't listen.
But this time he'll show her, no matter what it takes.
So, how does everything we know help us now?
He's being honest about fighting the Blight. Whatever happens, he won't risk letting it back out into the world.
Agreed. But he has a plan to escape that prison, and not one we'll like.
He turned on Mythal, the one person he was actually loyal to. There's no way he won't turn on us.
He's a spirit, or was once. He might be able to possess someone, affect minds, all the things spirits do.
He created the Veil. His very nature is tied to it. That will be a source of strength, but also a potential weakness.
Mythal has him all messed up. Anything about her or Elgernon is gonna make him angry. Sloppy.
Solus thinks he knows what's best for everyone. Anything he does, he'll do while telling himself he's the hero.
The bad news is that the god of lies and trickery is almost definitely preparing to betray us. The good news is that we've gone through his dirty laundry.
So, we know his motivations. You think we can set a trap of our own?
That's the hope.
You have witnessed the Protector's tale, Dweller, almost to its end.
Almost? How can there be more?
When the mighty fall, their echoes cross the ages. An audience is warranted. Speak with your visitor. She awaits you in the crossroads.
The reason why I'm avoiding the center because I don't want to have that dialogue until I can talk to romance in.
How did you get here?
I did tell you I had my ways through Illuvians when I introduced you to the Inquisitor, did I not?
The Illuvians in general, yes, but not the Dreadwolf's Crossroads.
I would think you have more pressing questions at the moment. Questions about Solus and Mythal?
Mythal?
The two gods have always been linked, have they not? First, when Mythal bade her companion spirit to abandon the Fade and take on mortal form. Then, when Solus spilled Mythal's mortal blood, that he might absorb her power as his own.
Wait, how do you know exactly what we saw of Solus's past?
Think upon it, Rook. You saw for yourself in the Dreadwolf's memories. When Mythal stood against the gods' manipulations of the Blight, she was betrayed and struck down. Yet she survived and returned ages later to aid the Inquisition in its hour of need. How?
The elven gods had access to magic beyond anything we can imagine.
To be sure, but it matters less what they possessed than what they were. You recall that the first elves were spirits, do you not? Mythal was a spirit turned elven. And when her body was struck down, to spirit she returned. Her essence sheltered in a willing mortal vessel. Over the centuries, she journeyed from host to host, slowly amassing her former power anew. Until once again, she was struck down, on this occasion, by Solus. He absorbed her power, but not her memories.
Then where did they... Wait, you?
As you say.
Hold on, if you're really Mythal, the elves making bodies out of the Titans, the Blight, Solus, and the Veil, that was your fault.
Am I now responsible for the events Mythal set in motion thousands of years before my birth?
You sure don't have any problem claiming her name.
Would you have realized had you not observed Solus's memories? I think not.
What? That was like how Elgernon and Gillenane can talk in your head, but...
'Twas Mythal you heard. Her echoes. Yet I am not the goddess returned.
What are you then?
I once feared Mythal would consume me were I to carry her, but 'twas not so. I remain free-willed and mortal. What I now possess is but a spark of Mythal, shadowed memories through which to sift for meaning. As to our admixture, I suspect you have questions.
You would have met Solus in the Inquisition, right?
I did indeed. 'Twas before I possessed Mythal's memories. At the time, I thought Solus a scowling elven apostate whose sole passion was finding arguments. He heard me, in all my ignorance, expound on the histories of the elven people, explaining legends he had witnessed himself.
Bet he loved that.
'Tis not a memory that brings me pride.
Do you have information we can use against Gillenane or Elgernon? Or Solus?
The last time Mythal faced Elgernon and Gillenane, she was struck down by the very dagger you now carry.
What about Solus?
You may recall he murdered Mythal's former host to claim her godly might as his own. I hoard no untapped magical secrets, Rook. What I do possess, I share freely with you and the Veil Jumpers.
All right. So there's the soul of an elven god inside you. How does that even happen?
Mythal's last host was my mother, Flemeth.
Oh.
When I learned she intended me to become the next receptacle of an ancient god's soul, I feared naught would be left of my own. It inevitably came to pass on a deep night. I was awakened by the presence of a blaze of magic in the shape of a woman who both was and was not my mother.
This isn't the strangest thing I've heard, but it's close.
'Tis difficult to describe, even now. Mythal's memories were both gift and burden, this blazing woman told me. But I must accept them of my own accord. The decision was paralyzing. What would it mean to become such a host? What would be lost if I refused? In the end, 'twas something in my mother's voice which guided me.
What was that?
Regret. Not the regret of a god, but of a mother who knew she would never see me again. And so, my mind remains my own. What I gained was knowledge, both Mythal's and of those who bore her.
You didn't come out here just to tell me you're
I am not Mythal in her entirety, but yes, The Dreadwolf has occasion to visit you in dreams, where he portions out advice. And now, after finding his memories, you have peered into his deepest sorrows. Tell me then, what do you make of Solus?
Well, Solus killed the Titans, destroyed the ancient elves, and wants to ruin this world to bring back his old one. But he'll always make sure you hear just how sad he is about all the murder.
If that is how you see him, perhaps the Dreadwolf's words have not served as well as he might wish.
I'll say.
'Tis not malice which made Solus your opponent, but conviction, a belief that only he may halt what he set in motion. Yet Solus was once beloved of Mythal. 'Tis his very loyalty and love for his people that led to the tragedy we now face. You may be in a position to determine how it ends, more so than either of you might realize.
Well, that's not terrifying at all.
You have been thrust into the lives of gods. Fate will have its way, whether or without our permission.
Even more comforting, Morrigan.
If you would shape the outcome of your battle, I've one last secret to share. When Mythal was struck down by the other gods, it was with her own lyrium dagger, the dagger you now carry. Solus recovered it from Elganon, and from it extracted a fragment of Mythal that had lain hidden within its depths. This fragment, a younger sister to the one I carry, if you will, resides here, in the crossroads. I can open the way for you. Find her, survive the encounter, and the essence you obtain will aid you in times to come.
All of that sounded great until survive the encounter.
You know Solus, and have seen Elganon, and memories of Mythal. They are creatures of emotion, as all spirits are. The fragment of Mythal that resides in me lived among mortals for thousands of years. She has grown wiser and more patient. This younger sister has not. She is the essence of Mythal as a god. She is unlikely to listen to polite requests, and though she is but a fragment of the goddess, the battle will test you sorely.
If she's just going to attack us, why tell us about her at all? We have enough enemies already.
A fragment of a god's essence is a powerful thing. It may give you options against Elganon and Gillenane, or against the Dreadwolf himself, should he prove as cunning and treacherous as ever.
If I were to try to talk with her, do you have any suggestions?
She will demand respect, but detest flattery. She appreciates righteous anger, but will not tolerate pity. She is, for want of better phrasing, prickly. But if you are determined to try, then I wish you luck.
What kind of spirit was Mythal before she became an elf? I know Solus is elven for pride.
Mythal enjoyed ruling and having power, but it came not from the overweening desire to crush resistance, as is the case with Elganon. The emotion that inspired her might best be described as benevolence, a guiding hand, inclined to kindness. But like any spirit, when angered or twisted against her purpose, a more violent aspect arose. Where the Dreadwolf's wisdom gave way to pride when the world did not meet his standards, Mythal's benevolence gave way to retribution. After all, when kindness fails, the guilty must be punished.
Thank you for the information, Morrigan.
There is one more thing, if I may. Something whispered not by myself, but Mythal. The elves have learned many of the glories and horrors of ancient Elvenan. Yet your people live in this world now as the old elves never could. Know it as they could not. There is your strength. 'Tis why you shall surpass what came before one day.
Did Mythal see this? Is it a prediction?
A hope. From a mother to her distant children. No less beloved than any before them.
I think we'll get this just for like the quest and all that, and to get help with the blighted dragon in the crossroads, but we're not going to like use the Mythal's essence. Because I want to do a playthrough where where the Dreadwolf doesn't get redeemed.
Sharper than the whole. Prevail.
Just to spice up the gameplay a little bit. You know?
We're getting close to where Morrigan said that other fragment of Mythal was.
I'll drop a quick save here.
Has to be her.
Mythal herself. There's so much we could learn if... Do you think she might talk to us instead of attacking?
Guess we'll find out.
You are Rook. I have seen you and your companions. I never again expected to see my children in the Dreadwolf's crossroads. And you know who I am?
Mythal.
The part of me that survived betrayal by the rest of the Evanuris, if this can be called surviving. Solus. He drew me from the dagger that struck me down, but what is left of me can only survive here. I cannot return to the world, and even the true Fade is denied me. All I can do is watch. Have you come to seek the blessing of your god? Or did you come to ask your god to sacrifice herself to help you defeat the monsters Elganon and Gillenane have become?
I came here to ask for your help. The gods have endangered the world and...
You dare explain to me what they are doing? You are 1,000 years from knowing the proper words.
We saw Solus's memories. His regrets.
You saw the recollection he cultivated like a tree, twisting to catch the sun. You wish for my help? Convince me. Make your case, and I will yield my essence willingly to help you against Elganon and Gillenane. Fail, and I shall kill you for wasting my time, or you will kill me and obtain my essence in doing so. A harder-edged, simpler version. It has been centuries since a petitioner stood before me, so why should I help you?
Solus is helping me.
Solus is using you. Besides, why should I esteem the Dreadwolf's approbation? He rebelled against me.
But the two of you stayed close.
Until he killed the tattered fragment of me who hid inside the human swamp witch and wept. He keeps me here, yet has not visited since waking from his slumber. Tell me this. What should I have done when Solus turned against me after all we had been to one another?
Maybe you should have listened when he warned you about staying on as rulers after the war.
Are you saying I was wrong?
You asked me what you should have done. I can't prove my worth by lying to you. Solus didn't want to manifest a physical body or destroy the Titans. He did things he hated because he cared about you. Supporting you and Elgernon becoming rulers was the one line he wouldn't cross. If someone who followed you everywhere refused to follow you there, what does that say?
Not bad, but not enough. Let us speak of something else.
If I don't stop the gods, the whole world will be corrupted by the Blight.
That is why you must succeed, so tell me why I must help you.
We know the truth about the Blight. We know it came from the imprisoned dreams of the Titans after you and Solus defeated them.
And?
Stopping the Blight mattered enough for you to talk with Solus, even after he rebelled against you. It mattered enough for you to stand against the other gods.
And I was struck down for doing so, betrayed by those I had ruled beside for centuries.
You made the difficult choice to protect your home, because it was the right thing to do. Help me do the same.
If you wish to prove your worth, you must do better than that.
I am worthy of your help.
That is for me to judge.
I am fighting to protect this world.
Any petty tyrant can fight those who come to their land and claim to be protecting their people. What is a protector to you?
It's making a place that's safe for everyone. That means defending against danger, but it also means building a strong community that works together for the common good.
And what have you built?
Look at my team. We're not just hired blades. We started as strangers and grew together into a family.
Your arguments are compelling. I find you worthy, Rook. I have spent thousands of years watching. I shall miss that. But if what I am can protect the innocent and smite the guilty, this is what remains of me. I give it to you freely. Use it to protect this world with kindness when possible and cunning when necessary.
I will. Thank you.
I offer one further boon. I cannot enter the physical world or the pure Fade, but in this place, I still carry some power. Evil has intruded here. The Blight, seeded by Elgernon and Gillenane. Find it, and when you meet your greatest challenge, I will fly one last time.
The essence of the Protector.
Colonist.
Like a piece of the sun. I've never felt something so alive.
And now? What's the next step?
A god knows her moment. At least, her essence does. When the time comes, we'll be ready. We did it. We got Mythal's